pretty nice opening statement.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Lynch. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Dancing to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 27, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. No, no.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Head the street. Head the street. Bring it. Alert. Alert.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on third down, Newton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They run again with Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
60 Eagles, 19 tight.
From the 30 on second down, Newton, he sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run again with Jackson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes drops this one off to Portis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
A final shot before the break. Newton airing it out deep for Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a give, it's Jackson. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run with Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run it with Jackson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
60 Maverick.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leak the running back out and send him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16 Vikings, 18 Pioneers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with you.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An inside give. Here's Portis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They hand it off to Portis, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, here's Portis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something that... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Deontay Foreman from 13 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They start the drive with Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.